authoritarians lacking in humility. Durians are bragging about their reach and flexibility. The clutter of the city spreads to the lowliest stars. But no matter what scars you bear, whatever uniform you wear, you can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard. Halls, inside the shining walls, hear the stories from Earth. Fighters wanna prove their worth. Solarian science smothered in idiom, about to stimulate an eye scanning for iridium. But one tale holds every mind in thrall. 'Cause no matter what scars you bear, whatever uniform you wear, you can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard. No matter what scars you bear, whatever uniform you wear, you can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard. You can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard. You can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard. Never be better than Commander Shepard. Never be better than Commander Shepard. Yeah. Never be better than Commander Shepard. Never be better than Commander Shepard. Assuming control.
Strike down through the burning borders, raise out
shrouds of history. I've walked the hidden hallways, I've braved the bleakest cold. I have spent a lifetime hunting for the stories long untold, something undiscovered to behold. Wisdom starts to drown, this ship is going down. Blood on my hands, stumble through uncharted lands. Lady luck is on my side as I swim against the tide. Keep drifting, please drifting. Sands of fate keep shifting, and I will never stop or turn away. Further into danger I will stray. Coincidence has always been a friend to me. I always seem to wind up where I'm meant to be. Through furious infernos, dead whales of running rust. No hurdle is too high for a man who simply knows how to adjust. Into the hands of chance I put my trust. Blood on my hands, stumble through uncharted lands. Lady luck is on my side as I swim against the tide. Keep drifting, please drifting. Sands of fate keep shifting, and I will never stop or turn away. Further into danger I will stray. She's a shadow in the dark. She smiles like an angel.
Skellige winds a while, Skellige winds a while. Carry us on the tide, conquer the hills and isles. Oars in the morn and the tankard in the eve. Shores ever turn and the anchors ever heave. Oars in the morn, on the weather to weave. Skellige winds a while, Skellige winds a while. Up on the peak unite, tether and rank the sile. Born through the storms, grant the rudders and oars relief. Forever warm, past the London and more than mean. Born through the storms, on the weather to weave. Waves are roaring, kindred on the sea. Sails are soaring free. Waves are roaring, war and revelry. Sails are soaring free. Winter's frosted hues, painted Freya's breath. Shelter in the world, ever blessed. Hey, 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 waves are roaring, kindred on the sea. Sails are soaring free. Waves are roaring, war and revelry. Sails are soaring free. Skellige winds a while, Skellige winds a while. Skellige winds a while, Skellige winds a while.
A fading neon gleam casts shadows over stone. The city's shining skin is shedding from the bone. I've gone from pillar to pariah in the slide. In seas of doubt I swim against the turning tide. Broken bodies line the walls, minus empires crash and fall. Wings that melt when we try to soar. Close my eyes as I descend to the gold rush shattered tent. Take me back to before. This isn't human anymore. Look into the natural heart, following the beat of the chemical. This isn't human anymore. Tearing the connections apart, falling at the beat of the master. Are you still human at the core? Pushing the reflex pressure, the defects, breaking down this inevitable. Spreading the ribbons, straining the limits, breaking down this inevitable. The ghosts of order dot the I until the three. I stalked the Trinity into conspiracy. They painted masterworks and set them all alight. The scars of persecution always harden into spite. Broken bodies line the walls, mighty empires crash and fall. Wings that melt when we try to soar. Close my eyes as I descend to the cobra shattered tent. Take me back to before. This isn't human anymore. Look into the natural heart, following the beat of the chemical. This isn't human time is drawing thinner. I'm just a tired old sinner. No chips left on this shoulder. No pride in growing older. But when your borrowed time is through, I'll be with you. Redemption Blues. No man can truly outlast all the mistakes of his past. There's no haven here for me that's safe from my memories. But when your borrowed time is through, I'll be with you. Redemption Blues. I'll be with you. Redemption Blues. I'll be with you. Justice ain't no lady. She's a twisted, battered whore. Redemption, she's laying bruised on a bloodstained.
Oh, hi. Welcome everyone to game number 1 between Spooky Ghosts and... What? Can't Counterpick stupid? I went to another screen and I forgot what I was talking about. So we do have some map bands to talk about real quick. We do go ahead and have Spooky Ghosts getting rid of the maps on the right. Cursed Hollow and Sky Temple. Meanwhile, Counterpick stupid, getting rid of Alterac Valley, and then having a neck aneurysm, getting rid of the best map in Here's the Storm, getting rid of Praxis for some reason. Why did I even cast this team? Like, in season 19, I'm going to post a thing saying, will you ban Praxis on the, initial sign up, so that if you answer yes, I know not to cast you. But we are here on Infernal Shrines. Let me go and get over to the draft. It's a rocka rocka. Rocka no flocka yo. Here we go. Junk wrapping the first band coming out of Spooky Ghosts. Nothing ghosts hate worse than explosive, because here's the thing. Ghosts make themselves known by resonating the air around them and making strange things happen. If you're just, blowing up everything, you can't hear a ghost, and ghosts are like, well, that is very rude. My hair's on the wrong side. I don't see my brush. Well, damn. I can't fix that easily. I've got 2 brushes nearby and I don't see either of them. It's a problem. But regardless. Okay, actually, Mulby, I have to ask, why are you saying Ba not going to have lightning strike twice this week? Oh, you're talking about Praxis? I thought you were like, there's a storm rolling through and lightning only hit my house once. We do go ahead and have Stukov being banned out. Hugger, always a good ban on this map. Hugger's super good on the shrines. Sylvanus. So we gotta have the undead creepy things being banned out by Cant stupid. They get rid of the infested healer, and then the banshee the banshee DPS. Third ban will clearly be Leoric at this rate. We have Johanna being banned out, or not picked up. I mean, a pick is basically a ban for the other team, isn't it? You don't get to play Johanna? I promise I haven't even taken drugs today. I mean, I took my prescriptions, but... Da 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 da.
My blades are yours.
There's Rhaegar and Sonya. So, Rhaegar and Sonya, Rhaegar very good at Shrine Clear. An aggressive comp, that means that we're probably expecting some sort of engage comp coming from Cant Counterpick. An engage comp into Joe is already a little bit, if Lucio is picked up here, that's going to be a pretty good advantage for Spooky Ghosts. Like, because that's a very big broadcast from Cant Counterpick. And there is the Lucio indeed, and then the Falstad for the Gust back. Because they're like, we want to go in hard, and so Spooky Ghosts is like, okay, restraining order comp. I have hands. This is the problem. I look at myself too much, and I'm just like, I'm gonna play with the camera. I'm in a good mood. I apologize. I don't really apologize. Also, Hoku, you haven't been here in a while, I don't think. I cut my hair. It's not like down to here anymore. Hair down to here. It's a twist. Da, da, da. Also, actually, while we're on the subject, Hoku. New face. I'm very proud of it. So we do have the Vala being banned out. So they do not yet, they have a healer and a DPS. They don't have their offlaner yet. So we, oh no, never mind. They actually did get rid of Genji. Genji isn't undead. And Nazebo summons skeletons. CCS is just changing their entire strategy here. I'm not here for it. But there's the Nazebo. Now, Nazebo is interesting. Nazebo represents a little bit of a pivot, because what Nazebo does is like, okay, we're going to be a little bit more passive, and we're just going to overwhelm you in the late game, because Nazebo's stacks are ridiculous. He's not very good until you hit 20 and get that level 20, but the level 20 is just so oppressive. So I almost wonder if that Rhaegar Sonya were like bait. They're like, oh, we're going to represent a very aggressive comp. And then their opponents overcommitted to the defensive comp. And now they're like, okay, now that you can't dive effectively, we're going to pivot over into Nazebo. See, I told you should have banned the Leoric. I told you. Hoppy dear, best dear. Hoppy best dear, best Bobby best dear. You know what? Don't worry about it. I never said they were all good. And there's Hanzu. There are no Artanis picks. I'm sorry, Hoku. I hope you can forgive me, knowing that I had nothing to do with it. I would have picked Artanis for you. Please don't come to one of my games expecting me to pick Artanis for you. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I forgot that we are casting Spooky Ghosts. So I need to be in this filter. It's important. So with that said, I will see you in game. Ooh. So dumb. All right, and here we go into game number 1, representing the solution of scariness, the Spooky Ghosts. We do have Rift playing the Falstad, Eric with a K coming out on the Leoric. We do have a Little Wolf playing the Lucio, Rogoth. I always want to say Rothgar, and it's Rogoth. It messes me up, but Rogoth is going to be playing the that is Johanna. And then Calodius is on the Lunara. Happy dear, best dear. I will always say that. I'm sorry. And the rest is my friend. We do go and get Unicycle, yay! Coming out here with Hanzo. We have Valkamir on Garrosh, Loktosh Garrosh. We do have Zephy coming out here on Sonya. Wits End is on Rhaegar. And the Valkster, Valkamir, playing the Garrosh. I don't remember if I said it, but Unicycle, yay! Is playing Hanzo. I had to say the name correctly, it's important. Looking at talents at level 1, we do have the Spider Build coming out of Widowmakers. Already up to about almost 10% done. We also do have a Storm Caller onto the Rhaegar Target Practice. No questing talents except for Gathering Storm on the side of the opponents. Though, weirdly enough, we do not have a pick. Okay, there's Ocean Renewal. I was going to say we don't have a pick from Eric with a K, but there's also not a questing talent that Leo has at level 1. I was going to say, this is, like, Sonya can win this one, but basically what Sonya has to do is be aggressive, move around, and try and juke the Drain Hope. If you actually can get out of the Drain Hope, like that, if you can avoid it, then you just get to be mean to Leoric for about 8 seconds, until Drain Hope comes up again, because Sonya beats Leo 1v1 if Leo does not have access to Drain Hope. But guess what? That's Drain Hope. That right there, a Unicycle Yay is just praying that someone's in this area because you get so much damage if they're standing in here waiting. Here's a... Da 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 da. We do have Wits End down to pretty low. We do have both people in the area. Leo was coming in trying for a flank, but did turn around, realizes that his team is not in a good position to get that taken care of. All right, pick that up. That's going to be pretty useful because it's going to kind of... oh, actually, especially with Zephy coming down, I was going to say it's going to get Zephy stuck up top, but there is the movement. Now, Falstad is not actually in there, although they can, of course, fly in. They're probably doing that right now. There they go. So we do have an advantage so far for CCS, though, but they are just ignoring that camp up top. The camp will do more damage if left unopposed than the Protector will. Valkamir coming in for the side, gets a throw. They are about 10 away, and Hrothgar goes down. They do go in and kill onto the Sonya. Eric with a K right in the middle of everything. Lots of stacks on this quest coming up. We are at 44 stacks of Widowmakers, 35 stacks of Stormcaller. There is another throw, Eric with a K right in the middle of Painland, and we have the Frozen Punisher coming out. Now, they can get a lot done with this, but again, as a reminder, the wall is already gone, and the Shaman has not been touched yet. We do have Sonya on her way up there. Zephy going to go and get that taken care of. Zero Death Zephy. I especially cannot call him Zero Death Zephy, considering he was the first kill of the game. But you know what? Never let the truth interfere with a good story. So yeah, they got the front wall and a little bit damage done to the fort. Front wall, no damage done to the fort, so technically, yes, CCS is like an inch ahead from that exchange. And as I learned from Any Given Sunday, football is a game of inches. But Here's the Storm is not. Actually, you know, it could be. Don't hold me to that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we have both teams are very aware that their opponents are there. Both offlaners are in mid lane. But weirdly enough, like, the tank is not leading the charge. The tank was staying up near the top and letting the, but that's the thing, Rhaegar can actually fight in melee pretty well, and this will be picked up by CCS. Here comes Eric coming in here, but you do not have Entomb yet, my friend. Man, Rogoth, it was very, 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 like, brave to do that. Walked up to there. Here's the thing. There is a garage to the other team, and it's very easy just to throw it right there. So, got there and was like, this is a bad place to be, and back to immediately back out. I agree with that decision. 1000% agree. Oh. Hi, Zeffy. Rift sends his regards. As does Little Wolf. Yeah, Zeffy, you're gonna have a hard time getting out there. Yeah, Lucio's gonna be a big old jerk and not let you walk away. But, big commit, big rotation, and while that is there, the rest of the team says, okay, fine, you can kill Zeffy. Now they are up. I do think this will be a trade out. I don't think they can get up here in time to actually save this. I would almost just start pushing into this wall. Oh, nice, and Entomb catches everyone, and they do not have Zeffy back just yet. There is the disengage, but big arrow comes out. Arrow goes ahead and catches a lot of people. Volcomber's super low, but as is the Lucio. They do get a kill as well, and this is just a slaughter. We've got the spooky ghost going to the afterlife right now as CCS comes in. 4 for 1. I will trade a garage for a Leoric and also a Lunara and also a Lucio and also a, I don't know who the last person is. Their portrait is dark. Johanna, there we go. Thank you, Johanna, for respawning so I could save myself. We do have another shrine coming up in about 12 seconds. It will be an Arcane Punisher coming up. Alright, Volcomber taking a bunch of damage. Sorry, I got distracted by my cats. And Volcomber's not going anywhere. Yeah, that armor does a lot of good, but not enough. However, they do actually stand long enough that Leoric goes down on the other side. Rogoth trying to get in there, but super, super, super low. And they do go in and get that arrow comes in, and the arrow hits the bird. I don't know how much you guys know about hunting, but arrows and wildlife typically do not do very well into each other. A lot of hunters of yesteryear would use arrows when hunting birds. Less popular now. Oh, Nazebo. Osprey trying to go in and get out there. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the word. Do you know about the bird? Oh, that's a bad thing. Volcomber is coming in, trying to save that, and there is a kill into that. They're trying to get Wit's End. There is the Eric with a K goes in and gets another Entomb. Such a decimation, but Wit's End keeping everyone alive. Wit's End, come on. It's just you and me and my guards. We've got Honey Badger, which, by the way, I cast Honey Badger in the last series, and Honey Badger never said anything in my chat. I'm offended, deeply offended. But we do have Honey Badger coming in and rooting for Unicycle Yay. Unicycle Yay is using that energy and pushing in, trying to get the second building of this game, or at least of this game for Counterpick Stupid. And they will indeed get it. That does get even up the top lane, and bottom lane they do have a pressure advantage. Here comes a Volcamer. Oh, interesting. Someone had already killed one of these guys down. I'm going to assume that was CCS and they said, let's get the bottom one instead. But here's that scary top camp coming down again. A little bit of a calm as there's nothing to fight over at the moment. Neither team wanting to commit to a fight when they don't have an advantage, because both of these are good teams. I've definitely been on teams that are like, they're there, let's go kill them. But why? Like, why do we think we'll win? Because we're awesome? Not a good mindset to be in. Eric with a K is sneaking around, scalping this out. Nice unstop the second that Garrosh gets to the bush. Like, I don't want to get thrown. I apologize, I've got my own song stuck in my head, which is just like the most self-aggrandizing thing you could say. They are moving in here, trying to move down into Volcamer. There's like a yay moving out of there. Scouting him out with the arrows. Widowmakers is done. We are at 137 stacks of Stormcaller. Target practice is done. 49 stacks of Gathering Storm. Obviously, that quest never ends. So do not take the fact I didn't say it was done to be a slight against the false dad, because it is definitely not one. Alright, and they are moving in to try and push into this. Rift is here to stop them. Meanwhile, their opponents are going in and moving in on this Mortar Punisher, but a decent Hearthback trying to go ahead and get this stopped. I always like this is a very kind of high level play where they're like, I'm going to force a reaction and then we'll just leave. Alright, they are moving in here to try and fight over this, location.
Blue team has summoned the Mortar Punisher. Hero slain. Hero slain.
Alright, got a little bit distracted, but I'm back now. Alright, lots of damage going through. We do have Rokoth going in and getting taken care of. And that is getting taken care of as well. I'm sorry, I'm coordinating multiple things at the same time. I know that's very rude and not fair to you guys. Zephy going down, as is Volcamer. Oh, Unstoppable coming through. Does go ahead, and this is a lot of pressure. They are inside CCS's base. The ghosts are coming through the walls, which is very, very appropriate. Looking like they're coming around here to try and go and get this taken care of. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, done for now. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Looking back over here, trying to go ahead and reestablish on this game, we do go ahead and have the Lunara hopping around, trying to go ahead and get this taken care of. Karov. Many and beautiful damages coming through. This top lane camp has done so much work. Now, here's the thing, though. They do need to move up here and take care of this shaman. This shaman will beat the other one if they don't actually kill it, because it has a wave with it. And that will give the advantage. They are moving up here. Their opponent, CCS, is down here trying to move through this middle area, this middle area. Eric coming in here looking for something. Both teams are level 20, and not surprisingly, we do get Buried Alive coming out, as well as Wind Tunnel. Haunted by the lights. Intensifying Toxin and House Party. You do get Annihilating Spirit. So, interesting, not at all what I expected. I really expected the quest here, but no, they're not trying to get Voodoo Ritual up. So, going for Annihilating Spirit instead. Deadly Calm. Play of the game. And Ariat. Oh, interesting. Ariat Crater. So, both teams going for a Entomb-like ability. One of them actually being Entomb. And they do actually... Okay, fantastic play. That's going to give CCS the advantage for a time. Because, like, until that goes up for about the next 40 seconds, they do not have Entomb. And that is one of their primary engages. That and Wind Tunnel. Shrine is activating, but Falstad is leading this group down, trying to go ahead, build some pressure, and of course can fly down. This is coming up. We still have 15 seconds until the Silencing Entomb. There's the throw. Lots of damage onto Valkenberg. That poison damage from Lunara so much. Here comes that. There's the Ariat Crater. Little Wolf. Little Wolf is stuck in there with a spooky ghost. But fantastic. Actually, the Gust not only got rid of the Sonya, but also moved the Nazebo. Great play by Rift. Rift going in and just completely undoing that engage. However, Eric does go down, but Rhaegar goes down as well, and this is going to be a dead Zephy in just a second, I believe. Osprey, it's a dead spray. Unicycle, yay, more like Unicycle Surrounded. Great dash out of there. Almost got away from everything, but you can't get away from a Leaping Lunara. Leaping Lunara has you bracketed to borrow a war term. So they are going to go ahead and push down here. No one's doing the shrine right now. They're going to send Eric with a K back to do it as soon as they come back up, which should be momentarily. Oh, it looks like the rest of them are. As the enemy team is starting to respawn, they're like, okay, we've pushed enough. I would say that's a little bit dangerous, like if they ran in here, but they're spread out enough that they'd run in with a disadvantage, and if they wait for everyone to come back up, then they can't run in anymore.
Team has summoned a frozen Punisher.
All right, there's that. The leap in. Nice job by Valkenberg to go ahead and just not be phased by that. Use Unstop in order to make sure that wouldn't do too much damage. But here it comes, and this is, of course, a Frozen Punisher. Frozen Punisher will turn this building off. There's Seffi's coming in. Punisher did go down. Volcomber here. No one's actually dead yet. So this is not like they can re-engage in this, but Volcomber, okay, nice. The wind tunnel went ahead and completely disengaged them, and this is coming in. They've got the camp and the catapult coming in. Volcomber has no health left, and Volcomber will go down, as will Nazebo. Okay, with the now 3 deaths, we should have this taken care of. And yes, we do have game number 1 going to the spooky ghosts. So, looking at the stats at the end of game number 1, in terms of damage, we do have Unicycle Yay leading the Unicycle Way. 62,000 damage, of course, the game. 52,000 coming out from that Lunara. And then Nazebo coming out with 45. In terms of healing, we have Little Wolf burying Wit's End. Now, granted, Rhaegar is not necessarily a hero you take for the raw healing numbers, so that's not anything against Wit's End, but nearly 100,000 healing over the course of the game. Hello? And then we do have the experience contribution, Rift, just running away with it. 43 or 23,000. Not 43,000, oh my god. Real quick, I want to go back to the screen just for a second so I can say, it's a kitty. Oh, the filter does not do well with the cat. But just trust me, there's a cat here. So with that said, here are the talents. Copy them down, take them into Storm League, win all of the amazing games with them, and I will see you in game number 2.
unseen. Gather the fragments of my legacy, and in the broken pieces, a trail of evergreen to provoke the darkest destiny.
Stand firm. The fires are burning, still burn.
And I will stand at the
see. Trinkets of shrieking bone, tainted tokens of the past come to trouble me. Out of time, I go running, as you're running out of time, storming for the return from the nothing. I am back to reclaim what's mine. Cast into darkest voids, ever waiting for the chime of the hand at two. Lots of a heart destroyed, circulating in the blind as they stand with you. Out of time, I go running, as you're running out of time, storming for the return from the nothing. I am back to reclaim what's mine. Keep the clocks running, keep every hammer drumming. Time will open the doors. Keep the clocks running, keep every hammer drumming. I'm coming back to the fore. Set the wheels, I'm coming back to the fore. Clockworks licking, they link within. Locks and riddles of rings will spin. Cogwheels linking the springs and vents. Walls are closing in. And I have been to some bad, bad places, taken gifts of the darkest shrines. I have seen despair in the saddest faces. Now I'm back to reclaim what's mine. Keep the clocks running, keep every hammer drumming. Time will open the door. Keep the clocks running, keep every hammer drumming. I'm coming back to the fore. Set the wheels, I'm coming back to the fore.
Welcome to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Can you imagine how annoying it would be if I did the entire cast like this? Oh god, I could never do that. I get way too hyped. Okay, so, real quick. Even though it is appropriate for me to, like, cast with this filter for spooky ghosts. You guys gotta see the kitty? You guys gotta see the kitty. All right, going back. So as you can see, we are here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. You can also see that first ban and therefore first pick went to the side of the spooky ghosts. Well, Malby, it's not all about what you want. What if I want to cast that way? My stream, my rules. I'm not going to do that, though. Oh, we do go and have Lucio being bad. I do not blame that at all. Lucio just completely shut down a lot of CCS's engages. And basically, if you noticed, if Lucio died early, CCS won the fight. If Lucio did not die early, then CCS did not win the fight. I won't say they necessarily lost the fight. Though that did happen. We do go and have Valhalla. La 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 la. Hi, cat. Yeah, Bug is under the desk. The problem is Bug doesn't come up very much, so it's a lot harder to get him. I can pet him with my foot. So we do go and have Vala and Stukov being our second bands. So with Vala and Stukov coming out, that still does leave up Anduin, the fun police. We also do still have Brightwing as the top tier.
The crusade calls.
Wait, I'm trying to get this just right. So we do have Johanna. It does, which is awesome. So we have Johanna. Johanna will be gracing Spider Queen's tomb this day. We do have Nazeebo and Hogger being banned out. Okay, yeah. I would need to change the like chroma key for this to work. It's too dark. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that didn't really do anything, and now it hurts my eyes.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Need a light.
We'll come back to normal. We do go ahead and have okay, so we got Heckin' Cat. So we once again have Nazeebo coming out from Osprey, but this time we've got Hogger. Hogger not as good on this map, but certainly not bad on this map. You can't argue that he is. I do think Hogger beats Blaze. Blaze honestly does not win a lot of matchups, if we're being completely honest. Now, it is interesting, neither team has picked up a healer, and we have continued healer bans. They do get rid of Anduin, which may mean that they're looking for a engage style comp once again, or at the very least, they don't want their targets to be able to be yanked out. We have banned here. They only have an offlaner, so you could go for, I was going to say, you could go for a tank because you have a tank and they don't. And sure enough, we do have Garrosh being banned out. So knowing Volkmer, Varian is a strong possibility to be coming. Volkmer does like his Varian training wheel comp. Muradin, definitely Muradin. If you actually go to Volkmer's stream, he's got a Stormbolt is the icon for his stream points. So if I had to bet money, I would bet on Muradin.
I will fight to my last breath.
Hey up! And then we do have Whitsun on the Rhaegar. A bit surprised. Whitsun, I would say Rhaegar and Tyrande are Whitsun's favorite two healers. For sure. Okay, that's a thing. We've got freaking High Inquisitor Whitemane. Let's go. Really, really excited about High Inquisitor and Whitemane. Let me tell you. White's coming out. And then we do have Rift on the Hanzo. Rift switching from Fawcett over to Hanzo, which does mean... Now, granted, this is a much smaller map, so you probably don't need the global as much. Oh, interesting. Unicycle Yay coming on the Raider. Now, I do remember Raider being one of their strong heroes, but Raider, it's hard to see a Raider and be afraid. But you know what? I'm willing to learn. But here we go. Gambit coming up. Put your money where your mouth is. Tell me who you think is going to win, and I will reward you if you are correct. Gambit is already up, and I will see you in the match. game number 2, we do go ahead and have the Generals of Genocide, the Spooky Ghosts. We do have Eric with a K coming out here playing the Blase. We do have Rogoth coming out here on the Johanna. Calindius is on the Sylvanus. Little Wolf is coming out here on High Inquisitor Whitemane herself. And Rift is on Hanzo Shimada. What a wonderful phrase. Meanwhile, representing the Centurions of Calamity, Cant, Counterpick, Stupid. We do have Zephy coming out here on the Hogare. We do go ahead. I love how the offlaners always get a weird pronunciation. Blase and Hogare. We have Whitson on the Rhaegar. Unicycle Yay on that Jimmy Rayner. This is Jimmy. We have Volkamer on the Murad and Muradin. And Osprey on the Zebo. I hear the Gems of Power coming through. This is the Tomb of Spider Butts. Now they didn't actually respond to Hogger, and they're gonna I was gonna say they already lost a little, very little. One of the orbs had shrunk down, which means it loses 75% of its value. But it's only one orb. It's not the end of the world. Also damage onto Rogoth. Not going to take them down though. Once again, we do have Widowmakers coming out, as well as Stormcaller. Same talents as before. We also will go and get Simple Geometry, which is not a talent we saw last time because Hanzo wasn't in the game. All right. We do go ahead and have the Exterminator. So we should see Raynor just running around the map picking up experience. Or picking up merc camps. Because obviously Exterminator does 50 more damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters. It's always the thing that we see on Battlefield. And yep, there's Unicycle. Knocking those down. Meanwhile, in the middle, we have a bit of an engagement happening. Wits In taking a bunch of damage. They're trying to go ahead and get that taken care of. And Wits In does get taken out. The poison damage from Sylvanas enough to finish that off. It was a 4 versus 3 engage because, okay, we did have Unicycle try to run up and to take care of this. Although actually it looks like Unicycle was more of, yeah, I don't have any health. This is not what happened, but I love the idea. Unicycle came this way being like, hey, Wits, heal me. Oh, Wits is dead. We're getting the first turn-in of the game. Neither team has a full turn-in, but both of them are only about 6 away. Very good Spider Butt picking up, because, like, again, the fact that both of them are dead even in terms of Spider Butts means they've been very diligent about that. Also, much earlier camp pickup than I'm used to, although granted, there's a higher div than I play in. Alright, stopping that from being turned in. Both teams do have full turn in, and Valkymer is doing what they can in order to stop this. There is a Stormbolt. They are down. Oh, 58 to turn in. I was like, how is it at 58 and not activated yet? No, they're holding 58. I'm smart. SMRT. Unicycle Yay trying to hold back air with a K while Zephy gets this turned in. Not going to be able to do it though. And now Rift. I love this like ongoing engagement. What's happening up here? We have a bit of a fight. It looks like Osprey a little bit low. They're trying to go ahead and stop this from being turned in. They do a great job keeping their opponents from being able to turn in. Oh, they actually got that in. Rogoth at least has gotten it through. Rift taking this bottom camp. Unicycle was down there trying to get it. Oh, this should be it. Osprey should get the turn in. Meanwhile, they are immediately turning. Be like, okay, we got the turn in. Let's start putting pressure on boss lane. I love this as a decision. Not only does it force your opponents to move all the way up. The Valkymer is going to be just fine. No issue so far. Ooh, there are people yelling outside. Not at me as far as I can tell, which is good. Because if they were yelling at me, I would feel bad. Be like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. Then the more I kind of stop and be like, what's going on? So decent push everywhere. I do think they got the wall in every lane, which is about what you want from that. Although, we have our first kill and our second kill as we do go ahead and have a nice, fantastic body block that happened. Unfortunately, we're not quite able to keep Rogoth out of the area, so Rogoth did go ahead and come in and get those spider butts. They have gone ahead and gotten the fort down in boss lane, though. Which in being like, I hate this wall in particular.
Shatter their constructs. Deliver the gems to my altar before your enemies. Red team, you have done well.
Oh, they didn't quite start it, but this is a back-to-back tournament. I did not think they had enough for that. Granted, it wasn't displaying the counter whenever they finished the last one, but I couldn't look. But I didn't think they had gotten another 55 gems. So this is a whole different CCS. They are running away with this game right now. We have Osprey moving back. Big push in the middle, because middle obviously is the one remaining fort, and they are going to go and get that taken down because their opponents do have to move back and deal with the other web weavers. A lot of damage to this middle one, but the other two are relatively healthy still. Although as I say that, Hanzo takes a huge chunk out of the top one. Witsin does get nice, I'm not going to say a body block, but a quarter block coming from the bunker. So 2-2 in terms of kills, roughly even in experience. Looking at our level 10 talents, we do get the bunker we just saw dropped, as well as the Dragon Strike, Blessed Shield, Wailing Arrow, and Divine Reckoning. Okay, I missed that was happening. Oh, will these be picked up? Osprey trying to guard, and no, those all just evaporate. They do not have turn-in. They're going to try and go ahead and get this boss. They do have Avatar, Hyperion, Ravenous Spirit, Shockwave, and Ancestral Healing. Their opponents do get this turned in, and they are moving up, but they do not have Hanzo. Big fight coming in. They have to make sure that the boss doesn't despawn. Eric with the K taking huge amounts of damage. Unicycle, yay, just going and focusing on that. There comes that going through. That may despawn the boss. And yes, the boss does despawn. No one actually getting killed. That is what Spooky Ghost was looking for, is to keep the boss from happening. Nice. Eric with the gets a double kill, but no immediate follow-up. They are looking in there. There is Zeffy. Zeffy goes ahead and unstoppable spins through. Doing what the Zeph can. What did the Zeph do? However, bottom lane is cleaned up kind of by itself, like no one was down there. They do get the middle fort and even at that pressure, but top fort is still standing as is bottom. Starfuck is coming in here with 35 raiders. Boarding party of 35 into Rocka's stream. We are here in game number 2. Spooky Ghost did win the first game, but are not winning the current one. Eric with the case scouts this out. Nice double stun. Does not stop it from happening though. So they're now engaging under spell armor. That's going to make this a lot weaker, but they do go and get Zeffy out of here. There's the ancestral healing, but no self-ancestral may be best ancestral, but didn't work this time, but they do get the white mane as well. Eric with the case super low, trying to go and stay into this. Oh shoot, I didn't realize I was still on the screen. Why didn't no one tell me I was still on the screen? Crap. I was just blocking your guys' view, like all the time. Silverbell, thanks for saying there she is. I'm like, wait, you can't see. Oh, crap. I had a bit of a problem. So once again, we have another throwdown at the boss pit. Or not. "94 spider butts on the side of Spooky Ghosts." They've only had one turn in and they've almost got enough for a double, because for a double turn in at this point you would need 115. So they need, like, you know, another 18. Surprised they pulled back from that though and just gave the boss over to CCS.
Watch his field, blue team. My power shall aid you. Red team, defend yourselves.
So they have to fight boss, which means that these web weavers will do basically nothing. They kind of nullified this turn in because, like, they just get to free clear mid and bot. They even get to push bot possibly, which is that extra awkward whenever you get a turn in and then you just turn around and it's like, oh, well, we got a turn in, but our opponents took our buildings. Alright, there's a Unicycle Yay getting hit a little bit. They're trying to go in and get that taken care of. There is the bunker, but you don't have a level 20 bunker. You can't throw oil from it. So this will be a disengage. That is a Hanzo arrow that does basically nothing. And yep, that was a lot of ults committed on the side of Spooky Ghosts for not a lot of value. Well, actually, Silverbell, I don't know if you've been here. Real quick, I will remember to take this away. But, yep, this is my post-surgery face. It's amazing. I love it. So there go all of the web weavers. They're going to go and get this cleaned up. They still have not actually taken bottom or top keep. So they're just like, there's just continual catapult pressure building. Thankfully, they have all of their forts up still. So it's not really, it's not every wave. It's only every third wave.
The gems. Bring them. Bring me their power.
Boss is still about 3 minutes out.
Well done.
And there is CCS's turn in. Now here's the thing. The last two turn ins for the side of Spooky Ghost didn't really do very much.
Upon the blue team.
I do go ahead and have Zephy moving back. These are all pushing in. Now we do go and have Blaze in the top 20, and Blaze should be able to clear this without it doing any damage. Although as I say that, Blaze leaves, and I don't know that that's true. I mean, like, they do take damage over time, and I think that is still true. But this is still a big wave coming in. There's the Hyperion going in and trying to get this taken care of. Hyperion flying through, and meanwhile down here, all of their forts are under siege. Alright, we do have the Zebo going down. Spooky Ghost is pushing back. If they can capitalize on this, they might be able to really, really turn this game around. They are moving in. Unicycle Yeti is in a bad position and going to go ahead and get escorted back to the Hall of Storms. They do have enough for turn-in, and their opponents just lost both of their DPS characters. So this might be. They're trying to push the lanes out. They've got the middle lane pushed. Yeah, Rift... Okay, Rift is coming in here. I expect a arrow in just a second. This could be terrible for CCS. If CCS loses their other 3 people here and splits, it will be really, really, really problematic. They are moving in super low hit points. Zephy actually survives? I was not sure that would happen. I wonder when they'll notice they didn't get turned in. Hello, Valera. So here's the problem. Like, they tried to push and get value and then have the, like, backup of the web weavers instead of having them, like, not do a whole lot. But that ended up meaning that their opponents got to 20 and came back. And, like, now they're fighting into a opponent that is at 20. They had 2 of their opponents dead. They tried to move in and actually get more of them. But since they didn't get any kills, they're actually, like, further behind now, it feels like. And they're not yet 20. They're really trying to get to 20. They're so close. Tick. Tick. Okay, there is the 20. Both teams do have 20, and they're starting to move in here. Alright, there's the Valk. Valk goes down to about half health. There is a big arrow. Zoning arrow kind of pushes everyone up into the corner. Osprey doing very, very, like, sneaky things, moving through this thing, and White Lane goes down. That's a big ouch. So that is going to go ahead and be a double kill, about to be a triple kill as Sylvanas goes down. That might actually be game, because they can just run through bottom and only 2 defenders are left alive. They have to worry a little bit about these guys because both of their outer keeps did fall. But I think they have enough time, and already we do see people starting to move through the middle of the map, looking to go ahead and try and move into this. Boss is up for the side of CCS. They still have 30 seconds before their opponents are really, really back. Now we do go ahead and have this starting to push through. This is going to be a little bit of pressure, but not a whole lot. Alright, there is that nice stun coming through. Dragon Arrow unfortunately did a whole bunch of nothing. And here is Volkamer. Volkamer just being mean to Rift for a second. Does take some cannon fire though. And oh yeah, this is over. This is over. We are going to a game 3, ladies and gentlemen, as CCS wins game number 2 here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So, looking at the stats at the end of the second game, we do have in terms of damage, Rift leading the way, 50,000 damage, followed by Calodius and Osprey, 39 and 35 respectively. In terms of healing, we do have Wit's End out healing Little Wolf. White Mane, very, very situational healer, and I feel like the battles, there were a couple ones that drug on, but for the most part, the battles were a little bit snappy. And then in terms of experience, we do have 14,000 coming from Rift, 12,000 coming from the Zephyrs, the Zeph Master. Talent-wise, we got those. Full Stormcaller build coming out of the Rhaegar. But copy them down, take them into Storm League with you, get all of the amazing victories. And before I go, I do want to show this off a little bit. So for a very, very long time, man, the chroma key is having an issue. Oh, thank you very much, Valera. Let me turn off the chroma key for a second. As soon as I find the camera. I'm looking in the wrong place. So for a very, very long time, I always used a filter that kind of feminized my features. And what's cool about it is if I turn that filter on, all it does is it shrinks my head a little bit. It's like, filter goes off, filter comes on, filter goes off, filter comes on. It cracks me up so much. I love it. But I will see you in game number 3. And yeah, don't go anywhere. You're awesome. Valera, you're the best.
And everywhere, black bark and smoldering hell, my influence. Another turn, another piece to shun, gauntlet of frost to run, no difference. Back and forth on the pendulum, swinging hard towards the outside, smash the walls of the blocks and run, overcoming the confines.
Time and space on the frailest flame, frozen cold in the static. Bloody blades under hatred sands, tearing out through the fabric.
space and time I swirl. The lady of the world, don't hold me down. Back and forth on the pendulum, swinging hard towards the outside. Smash the walls of the Bronson run, overcoming the confines.
Wake the wolf with the distant roar. Strands of edge separated, to entwine on a misty shore. Trouble lives ever faded.
The shimmer of white skies, I spin to and fro. A flicker of wild eyes, gifts I can't control. The shimmer of white skies, the legacy reached in my cries. Shall reign over bitter white sky.
Weave these strands of ash together. Warm our hands in the embers of time. The shimmer of white skies, she spins to and fro, a flicker of wild eyes. She's losing control, the shimmer of white skies. I'm haunted at night by her cries. Yeah, I'm frozen cold.
The shimmer of white skies, I spin to and fro. A flicker of wild eyes, gifts I can't control. The shimmer of white skies, the world I no longer define, shall reign over bitter white skies.
Okay, it's doing that thing again where I don't have it updated and you guys do. So I'm a little confused. I can... So... Oh! We also lost someone, so I'll be back.
Slaves in seas of soot we drown. Come on down to London town. The cogs stay creak and the pistons pound. Come on down to London town. Now we're cloaked in progress, smoking heat.
Okay, so we're back. So first of all, I have a very, very, very big question for you. Can you see the draft screen right now? Please tell me. Because I can't, but the fact that it stopped playing the sound makes me think that it changed, and it's just that my, like, display is messed up. But please tell me. That's the thing, like, as long as you can see it, I don't need to see it. I've got the main monitor. I can see what I'm doing. I don't actually need to look over and see my face. Even though I'd like to. It does this sometimes, especially whenever I'm like moving back and forth a lot and making changes. I've noticed it specifically with casting. Yes, you can see the draft screen. Okay, I'll take you. Good. So we do have Stukov being banned out first and foremost. We also do go ahead and have the Nazebo. Nazebo's an interesting ban, although the fact that they've taken it twice, it does mean there's a certain amount of acceptability and acceptance to trying to take away a hero that, like, works well for your other side. Oh, I know there's a 30-second delay, Moppy. I know that it's not going to be, like, even, but as long as you can see the draft, that's what matters. Also, Kalisher, I don't know how familiar you are with this game, so I will try and over-explain things. Hopefully that doesn't bother you. That's fine. Like, I can't access those controls right now. Oh, yes, I can. my gosh. You want me to show off the boots when I can't even see myself? Oh, you're terrible. But actually, you know what? I got you. I'm not wearing them right now because I'm lazy at home, but these are my boots. I can't make them any bigger. That's a lie. I can make them. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Confused. If I go here and then I click on this button, it should be more bigger. These, I just got these. Okay, I got them about a week ago. They've got these like super like awesome red interior. They're beautiful, and they're just like, I've got a pair called the Intimidators. Look underneath. This like little this like metallic underneath. It's just like, they're so intimidating. They're awesome, and I love them. And can I put them on? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm like, why won't they go on? I need to unzip them. I'm not super happy about going on right now. But yep. I can wear boots. Okay, getting back to the game. So, while I was playing around with my boots, we did go ahead and have... They're a little tighter than I want them to be. But they're for style, not for comfort. We have Hogger, once again on the Zeffy. We do go in and have the Vala picked up, and Tyrande. I mentioned before that Tyrande was like Wit's probably preferred healer, and we do have that coming out. Rogoth going to go in and get onto the Diablo, and then we do have Rhaegar. Oh, that might be why the Tyrande, they took Rhaegar away. Little Wolf's like, this is my hero now. Ah. I do love them. They're just, I haven't bought boots in a really long time. Ooh, and Sonya coming out. We do have Air with a K coming out with Sonya. Now I do think we actually saw Zeffy on Sonya in game 1, if I remember correctly. I've cast 2 series tonight, so I know Sonya was in the first series. But did we see Zeffy? Because Hogger wasn't until game 2. I think it was Sonya on game 1. And then we have the Maiev. So a very Wombo. Maiev is like unlocking Wombo. And we do have Hoppy Dear Best Dear on Osprey in the Christmas skin. Welcome to the church. If you do not know, 30 Seconds to Mosh does have a Church of Arthas. We have a shrine and everything. So Hoppy Dear Best Dear and the Lich King. I tried to think of a cool thing to say him, and then I just realized the Lich King, it does not get any cooler from the Lich King. Well, that's interesting. Super divey and then a tank? Yeah, I'm interested in this game. We are here on Volskaya. I'm going into it in just a second. I'm going to remember to get my face off of the screen. And I will see you guys in just a second. Can I do this? I can? Okay, first of all, Malby, do not mount Arthas. What are you? He's tiny. How dare you, first of all. Representing Cant, Counterpick, Stupid, we do go ahead and have the Eric with a K coming out here on the Sonya. Colodius is going to be on to the Sergeant Hammer. We do go ahead and have Rothgar. No, I always do that. Rogoth coming here on the Diablo. We do go and have Rift playing the Maiev. And lastly, Little Wolf is on the Rhaegar. That is Spooky Ghost. I don't know why I said Cant, Counterpick, Stupid. Probably because the Sonya tricked me And then on the other side, representing actually Can't Counterpick Stupid, we do have Tyrande being played by Wits End, Valkymer playing the Lich King. We do go and have Unicycle, yay, playing the Valhalla. We do have Osprey on Happy Dear Bestier, and then we do have Zero Death Zephy coming out here on the Hogger. It is Valera, yes. In the streamer Oasis, I make a video for every single season, and that is the season 18 video. So they are moving up towards the top. What is going down? And also, Valera, if you're interested, all of the videos are in there. So at least as far back as since I've been headcaster. I know for a while they had the same video for like seasons upon seasons. It was something like the exact same video from season 8 to season like 15 or something crazy. And admittedly, it was a really good video. It may be the best video we've ever had, but it still just got old because it's like, these players don't even play anymore. Like, we need to update it. Of course, my pleasure. Okay, so we do go and have Rogoth up here. Here's Valkymer moving in, going ahead and slowing that down. Does get blasted back by Sergeant Hammer. So these that don't know, Arthas did go ahead and get a buff to his health regeneration. It actually makes him a much more viable tank. I don't know if it makes him a top tier tank. I do definitely think that Diablo and like Johanna are still better, but he's no longer like he used to be a meme tank. Like, what the heck? Why are they picking Arthas? And now he's legit. He's probably on about the same tier as like as Muradin. Man, I would have just gone back right back. I would not have risked that. That was a lot. We do go and have the little paper airplanes coming out. Sees a bit of damage coming through. We do have Maya being like, I am tired of getting these poisoned Christmas trees in the back. Which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Oh, Wits End, you are in danger, my friend. Oh, almost. I love how Witch was like, oh no, I'm trapped. Oh no, I can't leave. Oh, Rift is almost dead. And very close to, nearly got them. I honestly think if Diablo had flipped anyone else, Rift would have died. Unicycle, yay. The Unicycle does have Creed of the Hunter, which does mean that they just went from 25 bonus attack speed to 20%. That is the really smart thing about this comp, because like the thing about Arthas is that his engage is very obvious. It's a little bit hard to get caught by it unexpectedly. Like he has a lot of staying power and has a lot of pushing power, but his engage is a little bit transparent. So with Hammer, you can be relatively safe against an Arthas. We are now up at level 7, which does mean Arthas has access to... Wait, what? Oh, that's surprising. Every Arthas I've ever seen takes Rune Tap at 7, because that gives them healing. Every third attack, they get like 5% of their health back. Without that, I'm not sure they have the staying power. Like, I mean, that's just a lot of faith in Wit's End. For those of you that don't know, Valkymer and Wits are brothers, so basically means that Arthas has enormous faith in his brother.
Strange.
His brother being the leader of the Night Elves.
To be destroyed like that.
No, don't talk to me about Malfurion. Malfurion sleeps all the time. Can't be the leader of the Night Elves. That is one thing. If I was a Night Elf girl, I would never, ever, ever date a druid. Like, what kind of relationship is that? Your boyfriend slash husband just goes to bed for thousands of years on a regular basis, and then blames you if you cheat. Okay, we do go and have the Maiev coming in. There's the Starfall. Starfall getting a lot done. That's another kill onto Unicycle Yay though.
Hero slain.
And then there's the chase down coming from the Sonya. This is definitely starting off a spooky favored game. Yeah, and I don't need someone I'm dating to only do the bare minimum. I am worth more than that, Malby. Okay, Moby, I misread that. I thought that for some reason I thought that the women are all hunters and pandas, and I was like, what? So back and forth. I have done a bad job explaining this map, and I apologize. So this is Volskaya Foundry. It is obviously based in Overwatch. There is a control point that activates periodically. Whoever can stand on that point until it channels up to 100% gets a control of a Volskaya protector. A protector that is like so focused on protection that 5 of its 6 abilities are to kill the other team. Also, to explain what I was talking about earlier, this is a Gambit quest.
Hero.
So,
A
oh, good job,
protector
Sonya.
almost ready. Access its terminal when I bring it online.
So, when you take it, you gain 25 bonus attack speed, but every time you die, that bonus is reduced by 5%. Eventually, after 5 deaths, you get no bonus. But the quest is every 50 basic attacks against heroes increases your damage bonus by 1%. So, you're kind of expected to lose them over time. As long as you can keep them roughly the same, you're okay. But needless to say, at 66 stacks and already having died twice, that is not keeping up with the expectation.
Control it and you can pilot the protector.
So we do go in and have Rhaegar standing up here on the point. You can see the point channeling right here. Now the other thing about this map that is a little difficult is that the Protector is a 2-person vehicle, but it is not at all uncommon for an enemy team to run past the Protector and engage on the remaining 3 of you. Oh, there's Syndragosa coming out. Syndragosa shutting down the base defenses and giving them a great. Like, this basically makes it a just 5-on-5, but running under the base doesn't do anything when Syndragosa comes through. There is the Warden's Cage. Warden's Cage making it so they can't leave. But Valkymer trapped inside the Warden's Cage. Lots of damage, and the Lich King will fall. Now it's still 4v4 technically because Sonya didn't come up here. Sonya, Eric with the cage is down here going ahead and just smashing their face into this base.
Blue team has destroyed the fort.
With the forts dead, whenever the forts are dead, every third wave that comes out will have this catapult accompanying them. Most waves do not have it. And then if you get the fort and its accompanying keep, every single wave will have that catapult. I would have Sonya got the heck out of there. Now that is her ultimate. It's down for a minute. So she will not have access to that. Moving back in. Yeah, Hogger just says, get away from my friend. I really like this like weird superhero cybertronic skin that the Tyrande is rocking. Maybe it's because it looks like an anime skin and I'm a weeb, but you know what? Don't judge me. There is the Protector. Protector going ahead and dropping down its plasma beam. But like I said, they have to be careful because the Protector is not as good at fighting, and so if the 5-man dives into your like remaining 3, they can relatively easily get them killed. So the 3 have to be careful, and that's exactly what we see happening. Hoppity hop! There is the Ancestral coming out, going in and saving little wolf. The Protector is still just working on these base defenses. Now there is a 2-level advantage on the side of our blue team. That means they have about 8% extra health and 8% extra ability damage.
So that is the extent of the Protector's power. Impressive.
Alright, big engage onto Witsin, just smashed poor Tyrande into a wall. That's the thing, because obviously kind of similar to Pathfinder, it works in vision circles, so if you're here, you can't see someone standing there because you can only see kind of straight down. So Tyrande was just moving this way and got to about here, was like, oh, there's a Diablo, and then smash. That was a lot of extra information. I can also just say, if I only look at one of them, this is more what they can see. So like the wall is down so they can see past it, but they just keep losing sight of what's going on out here. Oh, and they've lost Lunara, so I'm going to have to go in between because I don't want people able to look at this and see where their opponents are on the map. So I'll be back whenever they come back. Alright, and we are back. Once again, please tell me if you can't see the game. I assume you can, because it's still responding to the buttons I'm pushing, even though I've still been in the in-between screen the entire time in terms of my preview monitor. Trying to be crazy. But it's better than breaking up the VOD. Like, I need to see everyone. Alright, there's Rogoth. Rogoth takes a bunch of damage. Now, Sonya is now with him. This is a 5v4, so this is advantageous for the side of CCS. Rogoth super low. Lunara going to hunt that down. Actually healing significantly. Unicycle is like, will this stupid demon die? And yes, the demon does finally die. Now, here's the thing, though. Diablo gains power from his souls. Every soul he gets gives him 0.3% maximum health. And so losing that drastically lowers his health pool. Oh my goodness, but there's the counter engage coming in there. Valkyrie is down, and they're just going to run in. This might be the end of the game, I'm not sure. They do have about 40 seconds. Diablo is back. Diablo does not have nearly as much health as he used to. About 6,800. Just for comparison, Maiev has about 44, so that's the difference in a tank. A tank has about 50%. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
Red team's score is under attack.
I can see catapults there in the way. Alright, they are respawning. The core is down to 20%. Okay, yeah, that's just it. Spooky Ghosts are going to be a victory, and they do win here on map 3, Volskaya Foundry. I'll be right back. Let me set up an interview. This is normally what I would say, don't panic, but you know what? I'm smarter than that. I'm just going to press this button first, and then you don't have to have the opportunity to panic.
Will not protect you when the slaves are freed. Your body broken, your spirit numb. Weak and waiting for the end to come.
Rise from the shadows, make a fist of the pain. Rise from your grief before it grows into your vein. Climb from the prison that you built in your soul. When the night has arisen, then your legend will be whole.
All right, we are back. And with that said, first of all, I'm going to say I'm going to cancel out the bet because no one bet on Spooky Ghosts. Standard Rocka rules. If you don't have anything to win, you're not allowed to lose anything. So go ahead and give those points back. Secondly, let's go ahead and look at stats until I am joined in by the Ghosty Ghosts. So looking at things, we do go ahead and have... Oh,
Hi,
never mind.
Rocka. How are ya?
Here's Little Wolf coming in. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
I'm doing
I just moved into college, so exciting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm doing okay, although that third game was really weird. For whatever reason, my preview monitor broke, so I just had to keep being like, can you guys still see? Because I can't.
Oh, no.
I could still see on the main monitor, thankfully, but the preview one was just showing the in-between screen forever.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry.
It was really weird, but you know what? We got through it, and that's what matters. So, obviously, 3-game series. Very, very, very stressful, I'm sure.
Yeah, Balcomer's teams, I mean, they're always really good. They played the map the first 2 games so well. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. One second. I know, Eric, no one bet on Spooky Ghost. It is ridiculous. There was 1,500 points bet on CCS, and then nobody on the other side.
Traitors, all of them.
They're terrible. But that's the generic Rocka rules is if you didn't stand to win anything from your bet, I don't take your points away. Because I'm a nice person. But,
There we go.
going back to game number 1 was on Infernal.
Yes.
Very relatively even game. I've got to say, the biggest thing about Infernal is it felt very, very even, except you guys kept, like, sneaking off and being like, I'm going to go be mean to the offlaner, and they kept being like, okay, I'm going to take your stuff. And then
yeah, I think maybe we were just a little disorganized, too. I think we were waiting to hit our power spikes, I think, for a lot of that game, so we after a certain point we were like, oh, we're dying, so I think we played a bit more passively than we should have. Which gave them a lot of map control, and then obviously post-16 we were able to keep up a lot better.
Well,
which is kind of weird to stay into a team that has Nazebo.
It was very strange. I remember because it looked like they were going aggressive as everything, because they started off, if I remember right, with Rhaegar, and then I forget what their second pick was, but it was another like super aggressive hero. And then they went Nazebo, and I'm just like, were they just juking their opponents and making their opponents react to like counter aggression? And then they're like, we're going Nazebo, going to beat you at 20.
Yeah, you make a good point. They do pick Nazebo, and then they play rather aggressively just on structures right off the point, which was unexpected. But I mean, the Nazebo itself is really good. I think game 2 it gave us a lot of trouble because we didn't really have anything to interrupt the ult either. So I mean, if it works, it works.
I was very surprised at game 2. I don't know if they did this in game 1 they didn't get to 20. In game 2 they took the upgraded Ghost ult, which I almost never see. I almost only see the like Voodoo Ritual upgrade on Nazebo.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, game two was a whole, like, you guys started to come back towards the end, but it kind of felt like CCS was just like, okay, we're bad, and they just came in and controlled the whole game, except for a brief period in the middle where you, like, killed them at your base, and just ran across the map, and were starting to pressure their forts, or keeps.
Yeah, we were just a step behind that entire game. I'd like to go back and see maybe what went wrong. We lost team fights, and then we also just lost on the map. So I think one of our players, Bill, he's doing a lot of coaching for this season. Gosh, and he did make it a point to say that perhaps we played the map a bit too passively. So I think that would certainly be a good map to go back and watch and just like the draft itself maybe could have been a bit better, but it shouldn't have been that one-sided.
Yeah, and then, so going into game 3, were you guys at all surprised to see, like, it was one of those things where I wasn't surprised, but I wasn't expecting it, and as soon as it happened, I was 1,000% expecting it. Was the Arthas coming out? Because I know how much Volk loves Arthas, but I haven't actually seen people pick him since his buff.
So I wasn't expecting. Well, actually, Volkamer. I should have now that you mentioned it, just because Volkamer always spams the Arthas emoji. But no, I think my thought process, and it wasn't fully correct, was that we could pick a Diablo early, and maybe we would pigeonhole them into picking, like, kind of going all in on making the Diablo's life miserable, right? Maybe if they had gone in that certain direction, I was like, maybe we can pick like a Medivh, and he was on the table at the end of the draft. But then I think it was Bill who recommended the hammer, and honestly, I think that worked out really well because it gave us an option that could kill things, and it also gave us a lot more structure damage, which played out very much in our favor that game.
Well, it certainly did, and I also think the hammer was, I talked about this during the game, the hammer was a really, really good response to the Arthas, because Arthas has a lot of staying power with his extra health regeneration, and Arthas has a lot of, like, pushing power with Syndragosa. But the one thing Arthas doesn't necessarily have is ranged engage. Like, he's got that one very, very telegraphed ability, and the hammer was just like, okay, gonna move over here now.
Yeah. It was nice. We never had to really truly fight them in a team fight most of that game, so that was to our benefit. And because we had the hammer and the Maiev kind of all around the map, we were able to just kind of pick moments where we always had advantage on the map, which felt really nice. Especially because the objective in Volskaya is so awkward, right? Like, I felt like the objective just kind of dilly-dallied, but having pushing power off any advantage with the hammer felt really nice.
Well, fantastic. So, those are the questions I had about the game, but I always have to ask a variation of this. Why is your team called Spooky Ghosts?
It was between that and Goldanimals is the biggest story. And one of our friend he's no longer on the team, but he's still a friend. We went to his wedding last year. I think he would just say spooky all the time in a really funny way, and then that ended up just being the team name.
Well, I'm glad he said that, because I like Spooky Ghosts way more than I like, Goldaniel or whatever.
Goldanimals.
Goldanimals? I was like, I know it's not Goldaniels, but it sounds like that.
Third choice was the Malfury onions.
Although, actually, that's funny. I don't know if you saw it. Earlier today, I was saying we should have, like, a hot tournament of all of the, like, food names. FF and the Pancakes and Frankfurters and, oh, there were some other ones in there. Tater Titans and...
Tater Titans. What a good name.
So, if you had been the, onions, you could have participated.
We could have joined. We would have been invited to the party.
But those are the questions I had for you. Let me turn it over to you for any shout-outs you might want to give.
Nothing crazy. Shout-outs to my teammates and friends. They're really fun to play with. Volkamer is also, just from my understanding, a very nice guy, so it's always a pleasure to play them. Nothing more. And thank you so much for casting, Raka. It's always a joy whenever we get you, because, I don't know, I think you're really funny.
Well, thank you. I do my best. I haven't been able to cast as much this month or this year because I've been, things are going on in my life, and I've also, like, split my focus a bit, but I definitely want to get more in.
Yeah, well, it's always a pleasure to see you. Anytime that I see you cast, I'm like, oh, that's our Goth Division mod. You're always a Division mod in my heart.
I need to goth it up more often. I've kind of slacked off.
Oh, no. Well, there's still time.
Always. But good luck. I'll let you enjoy the after party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You have a great day, okay? Or
You too.
night.
And with that, that's going to be the cast for me. There are no other NGS games currently happening, but, we do go ahead and there are other hot streams. So I want to go, I don't know anything about this guy, but I want to go over to Chrono Streams. Let's go be a friend. Now Panic.